Welcome back to Custom Carnage 2 for our final event at round number 1. You're looking at the first 4 cars that will be competing tonight. Let's check them out further before we head up to the top for racing. Coming in, our number 2 seed is Cooper from MQH Racing in the 2006 Dodge Charger, weighing in at 53.9 grams. This is our 23rd seed, Bolo Brown from Miniature Car Racing, driving Dirty Cherry, the 2020 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning, weighing in at 55.09 grams. Coming in the 26th seed is Rosie from 409 Diecast Racing in the 2019 Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy, weighing in at 54.80 grams. Our 47th seed is Summer from Grumpy Cloud Racing in the 2000 MST Suzuka, weighing in at 53 grams. Tonight we start up from Rev Cooper on the inside, Bolo Brown on the out. In the back row we'll have Rosie on the inside and Summer on the out. Good luck. Here we go, our first race of the night, and it is Cooper out to a nice lead right out of that gate. He's being followed up there by Rosie. Oh, and Rosie's getting caught up there with Bolo Brown there in Armageddon corner. That's going to make Summer get held up there, and she's taken out there in Armageddon corner, but the other 3 cars are still in it, coming down here to the end. It looks like it's going to be Cooper easily, followed up by, here comes Bolo Brown charging in hard. He's up on the side. It's going to be Rosie and then Bolo. Everybody, let's welcome the Drunken Alien and the UFO Cam right out of the bat. As it was Cooper taking a nice lead, but a nice charge there by Rosie moving in a second. But then she gets tangled up there with Bolo Brown. This ain't going to be the only time they tangle up in this race. But lucky there, Summer gets held up and just comes to a complete stop, and she got slowed down by them too. Right there in Armageddon corner. We come down here. Now watch, Cooper's got a nice lead. But check this out. Rosie gets sideways. I didn't see that. She spun out. And then Bolo makes the charge on her, and she just veers over and shuts the door on Bolo. It was Cooper taking lap 1 as he looks like he's got that cart dialed in, folks. Let's see what he can do sitting here in the back now. As we are ready for race number 2, and we are off. It is Bolo battling it out there with Rosie, and now Rosie's taking that lead. And Bolo's trying to make a little pass there, but he cannot do it. Oh, now Bolo's mixed up there with Cooper coming down here. Lucky there. What's going on there with Summer? Summer's falling way behind here, folks. Coming down here to the end, it is going to be Rosie, Bolo, Cooper. Rosie, what are you doing here? Rosie, no, Rosie, what in the world was that all about? Lap 1, Rosie tried to take out Bolo Brown. In lap 2, she did take out Summer, and that was very suspicious here. Crossing the finish line and then going back and taking her out. Let's see what happens here in lap number 3, folks. As we are off, and it is Rosie out there to a bit of a lead. And she's battling it out with Cooper coming down here into that Armageddon corner. You've also got a battle for first and second and a battle for second and third, folks. As we come down here through the slingshot down to this final run. Anything going to happen here, folks? It is going to be Rosie, Cooper, and then, no, not again, not again, not again. Summer, and then Bolo. This time it was Cooper coming back out. What in the world? Not sure what's going on with these drivers tonight, but the funny business needs to stop and stop now. And this first group of drivers has really been crazy, folks. Let's see what happens here. In our final race of our first heat of the night, it is Cooper out to the lead and followed up by Rosie. No, it looks like it's actually going to be Summer that's taking over second place there. They're all bunched up. Look at that battle going on for second, third, and fourth place, folks. As Cooper's got a nice lead coming down here into that Widowmaker run, it is going to be Cooper. Bolo's on the side. Bolo, Summer, Rosie. Now that, folks, is what we call some fine racing. As it was Cooper that jumped out of the lead. He never looked back. But check out Rosie right there moving in a second. Summer ties it back up. Then Summer takes over second place and puts in a bit of a block there to go defensive. And look at Bolo Brown comes sliding in there to grab second place right there before that slingshot. And that's how it ended up. It ended up Cooper, Bolo, Summer, Rosie. And here's the final points from our first heat of the night, as it is Cooper and Rosie guaranteed to move on to round number 2. Bolo will be back for that second chance race here shortly, folks. And I hate to inform you, but Summer has been eliminated. Summer from Grumpy Cloud Racing, we're sorry to see you go, but we're so happy that you joined us and hope to see you back here again sometime. Well, let's get on to meeting our next 4 cars, meeting in our final race of the night. And here he is, folks, our number 1 seed. It is Dusty Miles from Milestone Racing in his 2016 Astro Rat, weighing in at 54.36 grams. Next is our number 24 seed in the tournament. It is Chase from Chase Family Racing in the 1986 Ferrari. He comes in weighing at 53.90 grams. Up next is our number 25 seed, Fractal Panda from Fractal Panda. He is in a 2009 Nissan Skyline GTR 34. Comes in weighing at 52.11 grams. And our last car to join us in this tournament is the number 48 seed and one of Sidekick Sandy's favorites, because it is pink and it is Minnie Mouse, of course. It is Minnie Mouse from MWAI Racing in the 71 Mustang. Comes in weighing at 52.66 grams. In our last official heat of round number 1 up front, we're going to have Dusty Miles on the inside, Chase on the out. In the back row, we'll have Fractal Panda on the inside, Minnie Mouse on the out. Good luck to these 4. Alright, let's see what these 4 can do. We are off in racing. Dusty a little loose getting out of that gate, but he's in first place there, followed up by Chase. We got a mess back there between Fractal Panda and Minnie Mouse. They're slowly making themselves down the track. Can't they make it to the finish line, though? Is Dusty's got a nice lead here, folks, coming down to this final stretch. It is going to be Dusty, followed up by Chase, is the only 2 that's going to make it down the track. Minnie Mouse got flipped over, and Fractal Panda got stuck in behind her. And they get held up right there coming out of Armageddon corner. Let's head back up to the top. Well, let's look at a replay first and see if we can figure out what happened. Alright, let's see how much this carnage we caught on video here. Dusty's rear end gets a little loose, but that didn't seem to affect anything. It's right here coming out of turn number 1. Looky there, they get all kinds of twisted up. It looks like Minnie goes into the garage, but no, she doesn't. They actually end up getting it back and going. And then Minnie Mouse goes up high here instead of just taking the momentum. I think she was trying to get some momentum and just rolls it over. Back up to the top for lap number 2, folks, as it was Dusty taking lap number 1. Him and Chase was the only 2 cars that even finished the race. And we are off and going again, as it is Chase out front this time as he's battling it out there. Looks like Fractal Panda's going to take first. Nope, Chase is back into first place as they're kind of messed up there. And looky there, you got Dusty that moves into second place and a nice run. Uh-oh, Minnie Mouse is getting held up there on that drifter straight, and he's out of here. She's out of here. Down to the end we go. It is going to be Chase, Dusty, Fractal Panda. Let's go check out some UFO cam footage here, folks, as they looked really good coming down that first straight into that first set of turns. Even going down into that killer straight, they were looking good for just a minute before Chase gets all kinds of twisted up there with Fractal Panda. And here comes Dusty flying in there and hitting him and getting him straightened out and moves into second place. And you got poor Minnie Mouse just gets squished over to the side and runs out of real estate as she ends up on that rail and is out of this race. Alright, folks, here we are. We're back up at the top and getting ready for race number 3 here in our second heat of the night. The cars are revving up their engines and about ready to go, and we are off. It is Chase out to a little bit of a lead right there. And looky there, you got Dusty moving in second place. Now he's kind of tangled up there with Minnie Mouse, and he gets bumped from behind by Chase, and that allows him to move on up there into second place and keep second place. And down here to that final stretch we go. It is going to be Fractal Panda, Dusty, Chase, and then Minnie Mouse. Final race of the night here, folks, and yes, we happen to have a tie as the top 3 spots are wide open. Minnie Mouse has been officially eliminated, but she sets up front. Let's see what she can do. Maybe she can finish some points here and make herself look good. As they are off and racing, she's battling it out there, and it looks like it's going to be Dusty taking that lead. Yeah, now it looks like it's going to be Fractal Panda moving into second place. As Minnie Mouse now falls all the way down to third. See if she can hold on to third place here, folks. As we come down here to that final straight, it is going to be Dusty, Fractal Panda, Minnie Mouse, and Chase. It's going to be Dusty, Miles, and Chase moving on to round number 2, folks. This Fractal Panda will be back for that second chance race here in just about a week or so. And Minnie Mouse, we appreciate you joining us, but you've been eliminated. Hope to see you back here again soon. And here is your recap of tonight's action, folks. You get one more look at who's moving on to round number 2. As we're going to be going back to We Are Racing at our next event for the race there. Before we jump back in here into Custom Carnage for our second chance race, that'll give me a chance to get Custom Carnage second chance all lined out and ready to go. But I want to bring you an episode of We Are Racing, as we haven't done that in a while. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Until next time.